Yo, 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 what's good?
But
Man, how you feeling, boy? You sound like you just not getting out the bed.
nah, been up,
Huh?
been up, looking at parlays and shit and stuff.
What parlay? What you be gambling and shit?
I try to make a couple bets a week, nothing
Oh,
big.
what we do the little football thing. The football pool.
How y'all pool work?
Like we won last week. I won by I think it was like 650 what I won. But that joint, I think it was like, cause my coworker, he's the one that like his people and them they host it. So we doing like four different. Well, it's $10 a slot. So it's about four of us, and we each buy like four slots per week. So that's like 16 slots, 16 different chances that we got, and we up against like some more people.
You go by the score, right? Each quarter, each.
Nah, I guess it's like win, lose, or draw. So you pick the winner, whoever you think gonna win.
Um, I don't get it. I know
What you mean
people
you don't
have
get
betting
it?
boards where you buy. You said a poll
Say it again.
breakdown. You said there's 16 people where
Nah,
you
I
got
didn't say it's
16.
16 people. I said six. Like it's $10 per sheet. So if I put up $10, then I'm picking all the teams. I guess it's what 10 to 12 teams or something like that. So if I circle all these
Yeah,
numbers, and then the Monday night game, you might pick like your score. What you think they might score combined? So last week I think it was combined 19 plus 21 or something like that, and it was 46. You know what I'm saying? So all my wins that I picked early in the week, but that Sunday and the Thursday night game, and then whatever the Monday night game is, that might be the tiebreaker. You feel me? So is $10 a sheet. So if you playing four sheets, that's $40. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah, it's like a little football pool type of thing that they doing. So we won the money, but we had to split it with somebody else that had the same. They had the same, the same numbers with us. So I think it was about 11,000 or something like that, and then we just split the money up with them. You feel me?
I feel you.
And we not condoning no gambling or nothing like that. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just some friendly business, trying to, what I'm saying, pay a bill or two, man. So we not no gambling. We ain't doing none of that. You dig? I mean, it is what it is when you get online, folks start saying you running a gambling pool or something, man. Next they trying to flag your channel, sue you or anything, man. But how your week was, fam?
My week was pretty good, pretty easy.
Say it again.
It was pretty good. It was pretty easy. I worked a little bit yesterday.
Oh, okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah. Was you able to watch the verses last night?
No, I was sleeping in my bed last night.
Oh, you was asleep. Yeah, you missed it, man. Low Limit came out and showed out.
Yeah, it's nostalgia, That's what we come from, but you also got to understand that was the generation that molded the men of current times.
You
That's the
said what?
generation that music generation
Correct.
is the generation of the men of the 40 who are now 35 to 45 to 50. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that joint. I mean, it was a little bit of nostalgia. You know what I'm saying up in there. Cause when you seen like basically why I say the reason why I say Cash Money they lost because it wasn't like we used to seeing them because they like now with No Limit, for instance, they brought a certain energy, and we're not used to seeing Master P and Mia X and Mac. I mean, he just got out of jail. Fiend, all them was up there, but all of them didn't get a chance to rap. But the energy that them boys brought, that's what made, it made it, like concert, what I'm saying, type feel to it. And they just brought you back to the early 90s, when they first came out, you know what I'm saying? That I'm body, you know what I'm saying? And then, with Cash Money, all their members wasn't there. So it wasn't like, what it was BG, Manny Fresh, Birdman, and Juvenile. Like no Turk, no Lil Wayne. Like, bro, what, you feel me? Come on, man. Like, how y'all trying to do a concert and all the members ain't there? So it wasn't, people weren't really feeling it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So they didn't play any of Lil Wayne hits.
Why would they play? They played a million. What's that? A million, but what's that? A million. I think that's his song. But why play that? The man ain't even there, bro. That didn't make sense. He needed to be there to rap, bro. It's like when Juvenile came out with his song, boom. No Limit come out with his song, boom. Next thing they know, you're supposed to bring BG. When the crowd see you for the first time, oh, they screaming. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that, bro. It's more or less like, oh, this the song they finna do? Like, you feel me? But when No Limit was dropping they joints, it was like, oh, okay. Oh, okay, they came back. They brought out what's the boy, because you ain't seen him in a minute. Chopper Style, Chopper Style. Oh, okay. You feel me? Like, oh, okay, No Limit. They coming with it. You know what I'm saying? It was that type of energy that them boys was bringing. But with Cash Money, it just was dry, bro. Like, come on, bro. And like me personally, I just did you gonna see my I gotta drop the video I just did before I did my live. But it's like growth. You don't see no growth. You feel me? It's like, bro, Cat's still stuck in the 90s, bro. It's 2025, about to be 2026. And folks still doing what they were doing 2 days ago. You know what I'm saying, bro? You gotta switch some stuff up, bro.
That's all you know how to do.
Say it again.
That's all your brain has been trained to know how to do.
Right, and that's where it's like you don't see no growth in them cats, bro. And it's like that. I mean, the excitement I had for it was the music, but as far as me looking up to a dude or then when you were young, like even that's like how hip hop, and basically not even just hip hop. When you see it on TV or you see it in person, you see the dude in the Ferrari pull up. Damn, you like, man, how you get that car? How you get this lifestyle? You want to, not to say emulate that, but you want to find out if that's something, the type of life that you want to provide for yourself. You trying to figure out, damn, how can I get this life? What do I need to do? What can I change in my life to where I can be on this level? You know what I'm saying? And looking at the rappers last night, I didn't feel like, damn, you got the money, but bro, y'all look unhealthy, big stomachs. You know what I'm saying? One dude, man, it was wild, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, I wasn't feeling it like that, fam.
So you didn't see no evolution in no one on that stage.
Say it again.
You didn't see any evolution.
Nah, I didn't see no evolution, fam. I saw, but like with no limit, I seen like I said, I said Master P as a businessman. You know what I'm saying? I respected Master P as a businessman. So when I seen the little light skinned dude that used to be with him, Boz.
I have a question.
Hold on. What's the question?
How many people on stage had shades on?
Hold on. How many people on stage did what?
Had shades on.
A couple of them had on shades.
Not all of them.
Not all of let me see. Well, all the cast, Manny Fresh didn't have on no shades. Master P, Silk, Mia X didn't have on no shades. I think Boz, he don't rap, but a couple of majority of them had on shades. Why you ask that question?
I'm just trying to see the image that we still putting out there for our people.
What you mean?
I didn't see the show, you know. So but
Yeah, like I said, it was a pretty good. It was a pretty good show, bro.
and I'm from Louisiana.
Oh, what
The
part? I
thing
didn't know
is,
that. What part of Louisiana you from?
I'm from Hammond, Louisiana. I'm maybe like
What?
45 minutes from New Orleans, 30 minutes from Baton Rouge. Like
Oh, okay, I got you.
the thing is, okay, like every probably song that they played, I probably could rap along, know the lyrics to and everything. Uh,
Yeah, and then another
but
thing
it's
about
just,
the say it again. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
and I'm gonna keep it real. That music formed who I was.
You said
That
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 what?
music that music formed who I was growing up. That's how I looked at women based off how those men portrayed women to be. You get what I'm
Why you
saying?
say
How
that?
I looked at trying to get money is how those men told me how I should be getting money. How I looked at fashion, those men told me this is how I should be dressing. And I did every single thing that everybody else around me did, and I didn't reap any of those same benefits that those men reaped.
Right.
So then I figured out if I did opposite of the 80% and started doing what the 20% of people did, that's when a different type of money, a different type of access, a different type of uh, reality started for me. So that's why I was asking the shades and stuff. Did they have men out there looking like grown men wearing silk shirts and slacks, or was everybody wearing a
Nah,
brand?
No Limit came out there with the army fatigue on, man. Come on, stop
Well,
it.
at least that's at least goes along with their how would I say their I don't know that army that there's no limit soldiers
We no limit soldiers. I thought I told you. When that boy dropped that, I think with Cash Money dropped that. They dropped that. Damn, what song? I think it was that. It wasn't that. What was it? Gator Booze. Not that one. The other one. What's that? Gator Booze with the pimp down Gucci shoes. It's another one the big timers got. Get
I,
your roll on. That when that boy dropped, they dropped that. Everybody, get your roll on. Everybody, get your roll on. Then Master P came out with that. I represent in 1990 Skrilla and Master P, and they label me a drug dealer. Bitch, you bought it? Y'all like, oh, you know what I'm saying? That type of
uh,
feel, man. Crushed on folks, bro.
uh, see the thing about Master P music, it was still underground. It was still it wasn't mainstream on every single radio station. Cash Money actually made some hits that got onto the white people station, Bling Bling and uh
Nah, that's after the deal. I'm talking about before the deal, bro. We was listening to Cash like when No Limit got their deal, they got their deal because Master P, like I said on one of my joints, Master P came out with the West Coast Bad Boys. That around this time, dude were messing with JT the bigger figure and them cats out there in Oakland. Well, they were San Francisco. So by them being out there, JT was already learning the game. JT and Master P came up together. Master P ended up getting the game from JT. JT put him up on, how the record game worked, the recording business, and how you do business. Master P came out with the West Coast Bad Boys. He already had a sense of bringing other people to the studio and putting them cats on. You feel me? Because Master P really never was no rapper. Dude always was like a business person. So by him putting people on, and then he transitioned to a rapper, but dude was always a businessman first. So anyway, dude come out with the West Coast Bad Boys. You feel me? Then he started transitioning to Master P, and then filtering himself back to New Orleans and grabbing all them artists. Because by then he already seasoned to the game. He know how to release the music. He know what it's gonna take. Guerrilla marketing, and dude just start putting folks on. So as he started putting folks on, that's how dude was dropping 30 and 40 CDs within a year period of time. You know what I'm saying? And at least you got to look at it like this. If he got 30 different artists and at least one of them joints hit. You feel me? Because them boys was going gold and platinum. You feel me? That the money coming in. You know what I'm saying? So around this time, Cash Money didn't have no deal. Them boys was doing a distribution regional. So it was Alabama, Mississippi, Texas, Georgia. It was more or less just regional. And how I caught on to Cash Money, my homeboy, I had homeboys from New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? So that's all them boys used to bump. And I'm like, damn, what that is you listen? Well, actually, I heard, I'm gonna go back to another story, but that I had heard of Cash Money, but I wasn't listening to Cash Money. So my homeboys from New Orleans, they turned me on to Cash Money. All them boys were bumping with that BG, Chopper City. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, this, man, who these boys is? These boys hard. You feel me? So I turned my homeboys on to it. You dig? And shit, everybody was bumping that. It was just BG. But then Juvenile dropped his joint. I forgot the name. I forgot the name of that first album he had. But that joint was hard. You feel me? So when them boys dropped that, it was like, oh shit, these niggas, hey, they doing their thing. You feel me?
Juvenile came out before BG and Juvenile.
Nah, Juba did. He came out, but he was doing bounce music. BG, the first time I heard
this is what you gotta understand. Juvenile, I'm from Louisiana, fam. Listen to what I'm telling you.
Run it.
Juvenile got signed by Cash Money because Juvenile was somebody before Cash Money. Juvenile, I think, had
he was messing with the boy DJ.
I forgot.
DJ something. I forgot the boy name.
Out.
Cause they will bounce. His joint was called "Bounce with the Juvenile," bro.
Something like that.
Yeah, I remember.
Then the Soldier Flag, I think that was a song on that shit.
Nah, Soldier Rag. Put up your Soldier Rag. He was with Cash Money by then. Matter of fact, that was the name of the album, Soldier Rag.
I could look this shit up. But yeah, I grew up on that, man.
Say it again.
I grew up on that shit.
Yeah, we all grew up on it. But like I said, last night, that joint was, I mean, it was cool. And I say, you know what I'm saying, No Limit. I really feel like No Limit won that joint.
Let me give you a difference on growing up on it.
Right.
Probably you being from Atlanta, you still had a influence of Atlanta music. You get
Nah, I can't. I moved to Atlanta from Memphis. And like I said, by me going, when I came to Memphis, I mean to Atlanta, like we was influenced, like really, dog.
I'm born and raised
in Carolina. Hold on, go slow. Check this out. I'm born and raised in Carolina. So my influence when I started hip hop, I came East Coast. I'm listening to Run DMC, Special Ed, Buckshot Shorty. I already had an East Coast influence. So when I moved to Memphis, that jump was Gangster City. Like we straight West Coast influence. All we listening to is Too Short, NWA, DJ Quick. You know what I'm saying? In Memphis, that Gangsta Pat, that's a Memphis local artist. You know what I'm saying? That boy was bumping. You feel me? So, you know, because out there in Memphis, man, them boy wearing Jerry Curl.
I wasn't listening to 3 6
you know what I'm saying? Say it again.
I thought 3 6 and
this before 3 6.
And all that shit.
Before 3 6. 3 6 ain't nobody never even heard of 3 6, dog. We had in Memphis, we had Pretty Tony, we had Gangsta Pat.
Gangsta Pat.
Gangsta Pat. I'm trying to think. I can't even remember a lot of them boys, but them off the top of my head.
That's
what we were listening to, bro. Pretty Tony, Gangsta Pat really was the king of the city at that time. To be honest with you, because he was really the first one to go nationwide from Memphis, dog. And they don't really give dude his credit, but you know, I used to look up to dude, so I'm gonna give that man his props, bro. Real talk.
No, but let me tell you how it was in Louisiana.
Right.
It was there was no other influences except probably bounce music, the local stuff, and Cash Money and No Limit.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you.
We wasn't. Go ahead. Don't get me wrong. When TV started coming out, 106 and Park and stuff, we all could sit around and watch TV.
But you can't get on 106 and Park if you ain't had no major deal. Them boys didn't get that major deal at first. And I know, you know what I'm saying, I can relate to what you're saying, like how music was transferred. It was either through word of mouth or you had to know somebody that came from that city, or you had like local magazines and cats really was getting
Right, they
money.
were just mixtapes. You could just download the mixtapes back
You couldn't
in the
download
day.
nothing because we weren't on the computer.
Shit, I was on a computer since like the fucking
Nah, bro, you speeding it up. You jumping
ninth,
over some
10th
stuff, bro.
grade.
I'm talking about what you. I'm talking 92, 93. You feel me?
When can you burn CDs? When was LimeWire and all that shit around?
Man, you talking 90, 97.
I remember being a major bootlegger. I got all. I used to get every single album before it even dropped through. It was called private chat rooms in AOL, and they had server bots, and they'll
Right.
just be like, server bot, send me your list. Then they send you a list of all the albums they got. Then you download the albums, then burn them.
You said what?
Back in the
Nah, you
day,
talking, bro. You talking. Matter of fact, bro, you ain't even talking 97, bro. You talking like 2000.
nah,
Google that. Google it real quick. When was you able to burn CD? Cause, bro, like them boys wasn't doing no mixtapes, bro. We boys was doing whole albums, man.
the moment you could actually listen to a CD player, you were basically able to burn your own shit.
Man, you. Oh, you talking? Oh, you talking about with the machine?
Hmm.
But you were burning the. I'm saying you burning the music. What you were doing, like file? When I hold on, what you was selling mixtapes or something? I know what you talking about. My homeboy
I,
used to
I,
do that.
I could sell whole albums. I could burn whole albums.
Yeah, on when they had the little them towers, like the 5, 10 different towers. That what you talking about?
That was one way you could do it, or you could have a singular CD burner and burn them one at a time on a regular
Yeah, but what you
home
were doing
desktop.
with the CDs though, you were selling them, or you just talking about listening to them?
In college, I was selling them.
Oh, okay, nah. See, bro, we were buying them CDs fresh out the stove because that was, like I said, my homeboy. He used to. That boy was buying. That boy was buying CDs. Like he was just looking at the cover. If the cover it was a dope cover, he'll buy that joint. Then we buy the joint. We riding around in the Regal. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
Listening to, you feel me?
hey,
That's
look,
how. That's
look.
how I heard about a lot of stuff, bro. Like new music. Like cousin used to, man. Them CDs were what, $14, $15.
Let me give you a breakdown. They said CD burners was introduced in the late 1980s. Okay, so basically
No, but I'm saying, when did it hit the open market?
that's what I'm saying. So let's say the late 1990s. Say we 10 years behind. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Even so, even if we say 2000s, 25 years ago, when in all actuality, I think even before then, that era of time when you basically had access to different types of music was only if you had access to the internet. At that time, it was still regional. It was still the South had its style, the West had its style, the North had its style. But and the only people that I knew that could actually experience music outside of what they knew
Right.
was people who could actually burn it or download it, or you would have to buy it mainstream. But if you wanted underground shit, like all of the Little Wayne shit, all of their mixtapes, Gutter Gutter, all them boys,
See, that's before you talking
all
Look,
that shit was
man, you
all
talking,
underground. That
we
was
talking
underground music. You
about,
had to actually know people who got underground mixtapes type shit. It wasn't like, oh, you could hear what was Little Wayne's group that he
the
signed?
squad up, squad up.
Yeah, Squad Up, all like Squad Up one through because they was all freestyling off of other people beats. They couldn't sell
Yeah,
none of that
that,
shit.
but you talking the come up, bro. I'm talking that's after like Cash Money kind of like took a little dip. You know what I'm saying? People really wasn't they ain't It was like
No,
them
but
boys
that's how.
leaving.
No, back in the days, that's how all artists came up with a mixtape. You had to literally
Yeah, you
you
50
would
Cent
get
and
put
all
on
them, yeah.
somewhere where I remember first time hearing Wiz Khalifa was like the cushion
Bro,
orange
you
juice and
see,
shit
look,
like
man,
that.
you jumping over. Look, man, you
Mixtapes.
jumping
These
over
wasn't
stuff, bro.
albums.
Listen what I'm saying, bro. Go slow. Take a deep breath, fam. I'm talking before mixtapes, bro. When boys was dropping albums. Look at the history that I'm giving you. We talking about Master P and No Limit, right? When Master P, you had to have your own money, man. Meaning you had to invest into your company. Meaning you had to pay for your studio time. You had to pay for your to press the CD up. You had to get your distribution. You had to pay for your marketing and promotions. It was that, and a lot of cats didn't have money. That's when they started dropping these mixtapes. After I'm talking about this after the game started switching, because everybody wanted to get on. So cats really didn't have no money. They could rap, but they didn't have no money to pay for all them videos and marketing, promotion, pressing up the record. See, when I was in the game, that's what Trust No was doing. I'm CEO. I'm pressing up my own CD. Well, I wasn't shooting a lot of videos, but I'm paying for everything out of my pocket. That's how I got took. You feel me? Burnt up my pockets. But anyway, them dudes started dropping mixtapes, rapping over other people's beats, and that's what made the game switch over. You feel me?
No, see here. No, see, this is what you gotta understand. I'm an 80s baby. 83. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I basically know what it was like in the sense of just being a consumer of no electronics, then morphing into a world where the internet runs everything. I seen it both. You get what I'm saying? I played outside with no cell phones. So I was the generation the cell phone got introduced to. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? We knew what it was like without a cell phone, and we know what it was like with a shitty
With
cell
us,
phone, and we know what it's like right now with an amazing cell phone. We grew into the technology.
well, let me tell you what
So
era I come from, bro.
okay,
I come from beepers, pagers.
I was in the sixth grade when I had my first pager.
Okay.
You get, I had my probably first cell phone in the ninth grade,
What you need a
turf.
pager
You get
for,
what I'm
man?
saying? Huh? You get what I'm
What you
saying?
need a pager for, dog?
I don't. My mom and her husband at the time had pagers, and I just wanted one. And then the rappers say they had one for their women to call them and for the drug deals to go down. So I needed me one too.
But you ain't
And I
selling no
brought mine
dope.
to school, and they got taken, and I never got another one.
Say it again.
I brought mine to school, and they got taken, and I never got another one.
Oh, who took the pager? The teacher?
Yeah, teacher.
Oh, okay. See, we used to keep our joints on vibrate. We ain't getting caught with the pager because we already knew we weren't even allowed to have no pagers in school because they thought, you know what I'm saying, you were selling drugs or whatever the case may be.
Right, but do you understand where we would get that idea from?
I fully understand.
Who on TV? We're the ones that make songs and stuff about pagers. Hit me on my cell phones and all that stuff. We're the ones who sell products.
Oh,
We're
who
the
you
ones
talking
who.
about? You talking about after no, because you got I'm
I'm
gonna
talking
hit
about
you
the
out with
music. I'm
something.
talking about.
Take that
I'm
back,
talking,
because you had what's that boy what's that? I think it was Sir Mix-a-Lot. So you probably never heard of Sir Mix-a-Lot, but he got the song Baby Got Back. So if you heard of him, he had the song Beepers. Beepers.
no. I understand that aspect, but I'm just saying like the next technology, like the two-way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
One
yeah.
of our artists
The
makes a
side
song
kicking
about.
the next tail port.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep it real. We do make things cool in our culture. I'm not even gonna
correct.
lie about that aspect. They could sell a shitload of things to poor people just because everybody wants to buy our value. We could put our value on us.
Correct.
And I'm not saying don't buy it because yes, you should enjoy life, but you also need to have some other priorities on top of trying to buy the next iPhone, trying to buy the next uh I don't know, Apple Watch, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. That's something I came in late too. I got my iPhone late. When I first got my iPhone, I came in at 12. And then when I got the 12, the gigabytes wasn't. I had a low. It was like 64 gigabytes. I didn't know too much about iPhone because I started off with Android. You feel me?
Hmm. My
Yo, yo,
thing
yo,
is,
what's good, fam?
What's going on?
Oh, chilling. What's
what
up
up?
with you, fam? We talking about that no limit versus cash money thing last night.
No, I
Did you watch it?
nah, I ain't watch it. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Let me get this phone call. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Hey, finish what you were saying, B.
It's like from iPhone 1 to probably iPhone 10, I got them in succession, every single one of them. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Uh, but they, when you get to a certain point, you like you can't sell me on the camera no more.
Oh, what
I
you
don't
mean you
care.
can't say you on the on the iPhone camera?
Yeah, you get what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah,
It's
because
just
it's like
like you get to a
it's the
point.
same phone. But like with me, for instance, like I said, when I got into iPhone, I came in at a 12 and it was only 64 gigabytes. So as I started shooting content and started doing my videos, it was hard for me to upload my videos. So my thing off the muscle was like, I'm finna go get me a new iPhone, and when I get that iPhone, I'm gonna make sure I got X amount of gigabytes. So I rolled with the 16, and that job was 256. So I'm like, hey, this really all I need, you know what I'm saying, to do what I need to do. But I always like, even at the crib, I got the Apple laptop, the Apple desktop, and the Apple iPhone. You know what I'm saying? But then on my tablet, I got Samsung, my TV, flat screen, that Samsung, you know what I'm saying? My cell phone, Samsung. So, I like both. You feel me? Because there's different things that I could do with both. But like you said, when I don't know if you had that time port joint with the two-way pager, but when I got that, when they had I had the sidekick. T-Mobile had the joint called the sidekick. It was like a little flip up, like when you press the little
Yeah, I
thing, it flip
remember that.
up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that.
That's the one I had.
I had a sidekick one,
Oh, you had the
sidekick
sidekick?
two. I had all that. I had all the
That time
features.
port joint, I think that was more expensive. That's why I ain't get that one. Remember they had the Blackberry. Remember the Blackberry?
I had a BlackBerry before.
Yeah, that was I think the Blackberry, they went out of
This is what
business
I'm
too.
saying. This is what I'm saying. Every year, every goddamn year, they're gonna have a new phone come out.
Yeah, but that's what
Every
I'm
year.
saying. And what they do, it's just like a car. All they do is add an extra button to it. It's the same car, or they might change up the aerodynamics, or they might add another little something to it. You know what I'm saying?
No, what I'm saying is I don't care about that no more. I got an iPhone 10.
You got an
You
iPhone
get what I'm saying?
10?
I got an iPhone 10 and I got an iPhone 8. And the
Oh,
8 is
okay.
my business phone and the 10 is my personal. And and in my eyes, it's like, do I need a 16? No. Would a 16 be nice? Sure. Is it worth it to have it? No.
Yeah, it's
Because
worth.
you get
I got a 16. Well, I mean, you ain't. It ain't like you shoot content, bro. So you feel me? I be shooting content. So I need that.
I'm saying people were shooting content with the 10s.
Yeah, but I don't know what kind of
People were
storage that
shoot
they have. Now, if you got a
people
lot
were
of
shoot
storage, then that's different. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about no 10. Cause like I said, when I got my iPhone, I came in at a 12.
this is what all I'm just saying. The camera is not as improved as they make it believe you to be, where it's going to change your content to be better or worse, in my opinion.
Right,
Because how they have filters and how they have editing tools and how they all have all this other great things. And don't get me wrong, your phone possibly will run a little faster. It will send out information or download information a little quicker. But the actual aspect of every year having to upgrade your phone just for a tenth of a second quicker processing speed or something like that, I think
right.
makes zero sense. And
I
some
never,
people
I
are
never, I
built
never
like
used
that
to.
where they're just going to upgrade every year. And I'm not even mad if they want to do that. You get what I'm saying? I'm just saying I got out that mode. I was that way for a good 10 years out of my life, no lie. But then
Right.
it got to the point where it's like, I'm not doing no editing. It's just the phone. I want to keep the photos I got. I don't care to spend 1,800 or pay. Let me give you an example. I paid $30 for 2 phones.
Right.
I like to keep it simple. I don't
Hold
want
on,
to
hold
pay
on. You
a
pay
seven,
what? Go nah, go slow. You pay
$15 for
what?
2 phones. Both
I
my
got
phones
you
are
on
paid
my
off.
bill. Hold on, bro. My bill is like what? Because I got a new phone and you know how they include it to the bill. But my bill was like my joint like 150 a month, fam, for 2 phones.
Right, right. I pay $15 for my visible Verizon wireless. We're not getting paid for this advertising, but $15 a month.
Yeah,
I
you
get
unmuted, fam. You
unlimited
unmuted, bro.
unlimited data, unlimited
I
talk,
got you.
text, whatever. Then I got $15 on a Boost Mobile, which is my work phone that I've had for like 4 years now.
Say
Why
it
would
again.
I?
B.
My iPhone 8 is a Boost Mobile line that I've had for 4 years now.
Right.
$15 a month. It need to be an iPhone 16 because it makes me a lot of money because it's a business line.
Hold on, say it. Oh yeah, right. I got you.
It's a phone. It's just supposed to answer calls, maybe take a picture, a before and after picture, and it's good to go. I'm not taking content with this phone. I'm a, and that's another thing.
Yeah, but see a lot of, but that's why I said, see, that's why we here now with the business mindset. Because like you said, you don't need we doing two different businesses. Like with media,
No. I'm gonna just give you an example. I'm just gonna give you some more examples.
run it.
Everyone thinks buying the best equals you're gonna produce the best. No, there's some people who's got the worst equipment, the worst cameras, an 8-year-old camera, uh, that still does amazing work.
Right.
They're not bragging about, oh, I got the iPhone 16, oh, I got the new M3 chip processor. No, they're using the same computer they've been using for 7 years,
Right.
making it happen, making it they got familiar with they built. You get what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, the upgrade possibly is gonna come to them one day. But you can still do amazing off of bare minimum.
Yeah, I think iPhone is just like a cult. You
Oh, he
know.
says it's a
Yeah,
cult.
it's a mental
Yeah,
sickness. It's a mental
yeah.
sickness.
Hey,
I
but that's
got
what I'm
one.
saying.
I
Like even,
love it. I
but bro,
love it.
like y'all don't use like I don't y'all don't. Well, you what kind of phone you got, D?
Yeah, I got an iPhone. I love it.
But I
But
never.
I
That's
used to
what I
have an
said.
Android.
I'm telling you, my guys was telling me like, yo, because I had the Android, and while we were shooting movies and doing our little filming or whatever the case may be, they was like, yo, you got to get an iPhone. I kept saying, man, because I had I was with Metro PCS at first, so I had like I think I was a Samsung as well,
Yeah,
and I was like.
yeah. I
They
was stuck
kept
on
telling me, yo,
Samsung
you need
for a
to get an
minute.
iPhone. You need to get an
Yeah,
iPhone. I'm like, man, I'm not finna get no iPhone. I don't want no iPhone. You feel me? But
yep,
then once I finally jumped out there and I
yep.
seen it's like it makes things easier. You feel me?
Exactly.
For me doing the media and filming and
Yeah,
doing what I do. But it's like even with the Android now, the stuff that I learned from using the iPhone, now I know how to transition that to using my Samsung joint. You feel me?
yeah, yeah. I like the iPhone, but I don't like the Mac computer. You know, I use the iPhone, but the
Right.
Mac, I'd rather get a regular computer. You know,
See, I can't
Microsoft.
use a regular. I don't like no regular computer. Like my computer is a Mac, bro.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I don't like that regular computer. Like I don't like my. They said was a HP. I think what
yeah,
they were telling me, and I'm like, no, bro, because like I said with iPhone, everything is right there. All I gotta do is hit a button, and you know what I'm saying, and I'm logged on or I'm sending out some information. And see now, even with my business outside of media, like I'm able to do documents. Like when I did my book, for instance, I did all that. Like I'm writing on the iPhone, and then I
yeah,
sent out the the word, the actual manuscript, sent it out to the little chick. She put everything in order for me, and then she hit a button, and shit, man, that book was ready, bro.
mm,
And I did that on iPhone.
yeah, yeah. I love the iPhone, man. I love it.
Yeah. Oh, you
It's
only
good
got
with your
one
family.
phone?
Well, Yeah, I only got one phone that I use. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, yeah, I got two phones. I got the Samsung, the 24,
No, I
and
ain't
then
got
I got
one.
the iPhone 16.
Yeah, I just got that 16 Pro Max. I have to have the Pro Max.
The Pro Max.
Yeah, the big one.
Oh yeah. I got the one under the Pro Max.
Yeah, you got the Pro. Yeah.
And I have a question.
What's the question?
If the trend came out, small tiny phones were the new thing with small screens and uh, a, a, a real touchpad, nothing digital. Would y'all
Hold
get
on,
it?
what?
If the phone design started to change and morph back into more of a classical, uh, I remember they was trying to bring back the flip razor phone,
Oh yeah, I remember the Razr phone.
or even flip phones within themselves right now that that open up to become flat screens. But if that became the new trend and everyone was like getting that, would y'all hop onto that type of platform because it was the new thing, or would you ever get to a point of this is exactly what I want and I'm satisfied?
Yeah, I'm satisfied.
That's yeah, that's the thing. Like
You
Hey,
know, I used to
that's
be
I'll give an
satisfied with
example.
the
When I
Samsung. Yeah.
right, don't get me wrong. If you haven't had a phone in 4 or 5 years and you want something new, that's very logical to get something brand new, a little faster, a little bit more storage, 100% good. But if you're
right.
just like old people are get satisfied, like their
Yeah,
storage
I'm
never
over it.
fills
Yeah.
up, they can hold a phone for 8 to 10 years.
Yeah, but they only using the phone just for a call and a text, bro. That's the
Yeah,
difference.
that's what I'm
It
saying.
depends
That's
on
what
what
a
you're
lot of
doing
people
with your
just use
phone.
their phone for, and they might occasionally watch a video or play a game. A lot of people don't use their phone for business. Like
Right.
what so that I'm just saying that the idea that every year you need a new phone is just because they added a trillion bits of storage, just because the screen goes all the way to the edge and not slightly to the edge. Just because it's the size of the charging port thickness. You get what I'm saying? All the things that make a phone suppose like, in my opinion, the 8 compared to this 10 right next to it, they're both thin ass phones compared to the 1 or the 4. So I'm like, how can you go any thinner for me to say, oh, now you want me to be able to roll it up into a little rolly and put it in my pocket? Now it's a super thin phone. And, oh, now it's less than 2 grams of weight. I'm like, do you get to the point of I'm good? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I see that in the chat. Somebody said all that can be done on the Android. Uh,
Yeah, she said that my homegirl. She got an Android. She don't like iPhone.
Oh, I
uh,
see all that information stuff, but is it worth it? Are you going to pay the $3,000 to get the thinnest phone in America?
How much it costs?
I don't know how much it costs, but
Oh,
I
you
know
said
they're
I
they're
thought you said
making it.
$3,000. I know I ain't gonna pay no 3 grand.
I'm saying there's
yeah,
plenty of people who got the money to buy that. That might be
Yeah,
very
that's a
cheap for
fact.
them. But I'm just and eventually that technology will be normal in 10 years, and everybody could get that for a $30 payment every month just to get the new phone. You
yeah,
get what I'm saying?
yeah.
Right,
Nobody could really afford the $1,500, $1,600 phone, but you could pay that $30 a month for 2 years, $36 a month for 2 years, right?
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a
But
scam. No one can really afford this shit. Everything is basically bought off of credit. And then you're gonna be
yeah,
like, no, you can't get the $15 plan. You gotta get the $65 plan.
yeah,
We
you have to
got the
get a certain
$15
plan to get
plan
a
if you
certain
bought this
phone.
phone, but you're gonna have to get the $65 plus pay this $36. Now you're at 100 plus the $20 data fee plus the taxes. Now you're at 150.
Yeah,
That's a
You get what
lot
I'm
of paper
saying?
though. If you think about it.
Now you're at
yeah.
150 a month. Now you done paid shit $1,500 in 1 year.
I mean,
Yeah,
but
see that.
what
And
if
see,
you got
that's
the
like
phone
when we
for?
discussing
Hmm?
when we talking business, and that's why I say I like to talk to people about like basically even with myself, like you gotta be like on a budget. You know what I'm saying? And you got to watch what's going in and what's going out if you plan on, you know, stacking your money, because it ain't about how much you make, bro. It's about how much do you keep. You feel me? And a lot of people, they making the money, but they overhead be so high, then they not even able to
Making no
take
money.
the money and invest it or start a business or build the type of life that they really want to live. Because like we really, bro, to be honest with you, we were really taught to be consumers. And I'm not the type to like you said, the iPhone thing is like a cult. And I don't gotta get every new iPhone. Like I said, when I came in, I got the 12. So I jumped up to a 16. So that's a 4-year window. I be like when my phones, like when they crash or if I can't use it, or you
Yeah,
know what I'm saying, that's when I switch things
me
up.
too.
You know what I'm
Me
saying?
too. I do the
I
same
don't
thing.
gotta get the newest every when it come out. I need
Me
next
neither.
year. You know what I'm saying, bro? Because I'm about saving money and investing my money into my business. You know what I'm saying? So that way my assets can pay for my, well, you would call it a liability, but if I don't have no assets, I don't want no liability, bro. I'm at that age where it's like, bro, I'm a simple type dude. You feel me? I ain't gotta have the most expensive this or the most expensive that just to try to impress somebody that don't give a damn about me anyway. You feel me? I'm on a whole
Yeah,
new mindset, bro. And to me, it's about stocks, real estate, and business. If I ain't investing no money into them 3 things right there, then I'm kind of like frugal with how my life, you know what I'm saying, with my finances, bro.
yeah, yeah. I feel you on that.
Straight up. Y'all see that comment? The thing is,
Yeah, that's it.
The thing is, you want to invest in things that will make your life, how would I say, uh, not not only happy. Happiness matters because happiness matters
oh, I
right
got off the
now.
stage for a minute. Y'all see that comment? The thing is, if you're not thinking about your phone as a computer and do business, then you just got money to waste. And that, like me, my phone is a computer to me.
Yeah,
Yeah, my phone is my second brain. I
yeah,
don't use
yeah. I'm a truck
excuses
driver. Yeah,
like I don't know because I can find the answer right now. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm like, everything you basically need an answer to your phone can assist you in getting one way or another.
yeah, yeah. I
Say
do
it
a lot of
again.
business
Now,
on
here's
my
the thing.
phone too.
Uh, here's the thing about what I'm understanding with the school knowledge in a sense. Everything people don't value information or taught information because information has become so accessible via a phone, via a tablet, uh,
Yeah,
and someone else always has the answer for you.
yeah,
No one wants to figure out their own answers. That's what
yeah,
real, how would I say, problem solving is. Solving your own answers one way or another. And don't get me wrong, you can use things like uh, uh, assistance from Google, assistance from a YouTube video, and things of that nature. But you, as a person, got to understand how to use those tools to benefit yourself. Some people just use their phones strictly as entertainment,
Yeah,
strictly
facts.
as,
oh
Right.
yeah, yeah,
That's
and I'm
fact.
thinking like, uh, if you need the extra $1,000, there is your $1,000 in your palm of your hand. Figure out how to make it. Other people have. You get what I'm saying? These
well,
phones are as
I got
powerful as a
something that,
computer
listen to this. Check this
nowadays.
out. Check this out real quick. And I mean, no disrespect to nobody, but check this out. I was listening to a joint the other day, and y'all know what's going on right now. We got the food stamp thing going on. So the
yeah,
girls say, y'all crying about the EBT, but you got $1,000 phone. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't, you see what I'm saying? Like it's I think it's a priority thing. What y'all think about that, bro? Like with this
yeah,
the food stamp being November the 1st, they getting rid of it. We're not saying they're getting rid of it because really it's a test, and we're gonna go somewhere with this. But just like the 19 came out when it came out, and that was a test to see who can be at home, how can y'all survive, how y'all gonna be able to live. That was a test. So now the new test gonna be on the 19th. What y'all gonna do when them EBT cards can't be swiped? And who's gonna be able to eat? Who's gonna be able to survive? Who gonna be able to take care of they children? You know what I'm saying? What y'all think about that, bro?
Well, I mean, for it to be a test, that is not good. Because some people do need the food stamps.
Now, and then hold on, let me add this into that too before you answer. Now, if you disabled, your arm about to fall off, you can't walk, you sick, okay, them people need their food stamps. But I'm
And
talking
the
about the
people with
ones
kids.
that's able-bodied. You can go work 20 hours a week. You can
But the
get, I
people
don't
with
give a damn,
kids.
you gotta wash dishes. You can be a waitress. You can drive Uber. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking
But
about
you got
those,
people.
not the ones that disabled and the ones that really, they messed up health-wise. They physical messed up. You know what I'm saying? I'm excluding them from this.
But food stamp ain't just about that. You got people that got kids. You got people that is working on food stamps. They're working poor. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's people out there that work every day and sleep in their car. I mean, the
I
economy
have a
is messed up.
question. I have a question about the food
So
stamps.
you need food stamps. Some people need them,
Anybody who
especially when you got
uses
kids.
food stamps correctly, uses it correctly, doesn't sell it, doesn't barter it for anything other than buying food. Have you ever seen someone who uses food stamps correctly shorted on food a month?
You
You say,
said
have
if
I ever?
somebody on food stamps was short on food?
No, I'm just saying, have you ever seen someone who uses food stamps correctly short on food a month?
No,
I
I
don't
don't know.
know. I don't know too many people on it, but I know people that on food stamp by the end of the month they don't have no more. And you know, because it's not enough if you're not making enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's only what $3 a meal. I mean, it's not much money.
Man, I know my people. He on food
200 a person,
stamps.
30
That boy said
people.
he get like 1,000. Well, I think he got 4 kids though. He get
Yeah,
1,000.
exactly.
He got 1,000. 1,000. I think he said 1,086 a month. How much he get?
Yeah, he got kids. He got 4 kids. Yeah,
Okay, I have a question. As we grown men, right?
yeah,
Right,
We struggled in our lifetimes before, right?
right.
yeah,
I have. What's the
yeah.
cheapest you can live off as a grown man, big able-bodied man, a week? Struggle meal.
You talking about after
Struggle
your
meal.
bills paid, or you talking about with
Not
kids, or
today.
just a single person?
Single person by yourself, just you feeding
Well, I'm
yourself.
talking
How
about
much
me
would that
personally.
be?
I can live off $100 a week, bro. That's after my bills paid, though.
Yeah, that's your
No,
bills
no,
paid.
see, no,
Nothing
you're
after my bills
calculating. No,
paid.
no, listen to what I'm saying. Not eating healthy. Your bare minimum. If nigga you down to your last $50, could you make it happen?
Yeah, I can make it happen in a week for $50.
I
Yeah,
lied. You got a lot of
Can you make
background
it happen in
noise.
a
You
week for
ready to
forty
speak? I'm gonna
dollars,
raise your hands and now you.
$30, $25? Keep it real. I can make it happen with $25.
Oh, you can live off $25 a week just eating food.
Yep, I could get some eggs. I can make some spaghetti. I know how to make rice and get a couple bags. I can make beans. That's gonna
what you
last me 3 days.
what you don't need food stamp there. We talking about people that need it.
No, no, no. This is just what I'm
No,
saying. Just off of one person, one human being, one man.
now
$25
listen,
I can feed
I got
myself
a
for a
question
week.
for y'all too, bro. Cause this,
So look, I'm not talking about I'm eating steaks. I'm not talking about I'm eating pork chops and maybe probably eating chicken. I'm just saying in general, how much does it cost to feed one human being? Bare minimum. Now, if you want to jump up to $50, then that's a little more comfortable. If you want to jump up to $100, then damn, they're eating some snacks with that and some fruits and they're extra and some
I'm
goddamn
pretty
pasta you
sure.
can sell. But do you get what I'm
I'm
saying? The
Yeah, I
conversation I'm just
understand
trying
what
to
you're saying.
have.
I understand what you're saying,
So,
but I'm pretty sure people that get food stamps, once they not have it, they can find a way to survive for a little while for $25
okay,
a person. But you
right.
got
And I'm not
4 kids,
saying we
4 or
want
5 kids.
anybody to survive. We don't want nobody to survive, have to do anything, trying to make up to get $25 per person. And you got 4 kids now. I got to make $100 a week. And so I'm not
Yeah,
saying.
that's what food
All I'm
stamp is
saying
for. It's
is
not for
a
me. It's not
person
for me
who's
singly.
on food
You know
stamps,
what I'm saying?
Voila.
they're literally getting $50 per person. I mean, a week, right? If it's 200 a month.
Right.
Yeah, that's for one person. Yeah.
So it's not like these people have to, in essence, uh, try hard to feed themselves.
But
Right.
if you got 4 or 5 kids, that's
That's
$1,000
working one
a
or two
month.
days, goddamn week. That's a part-time job to feed yourself, right?
A part-time job is
Yeah,
considered
that's
as
one
20.
person.
Listen, man, a part-time job is considered as 20 hours a week.
Yeah, but we talking about
It could
one
be
person here,
15,
dog.
10 hours. But
Okay,
all
so
I'm just
one
saying in
person
general,
working.
it's like to feed yourself, it's not necessarily the hardest thing to do. Don't get me wrong.
No,
If
to
you got
feed
young
yourself,
baby
no.
toddlers and things of that nature, this is how I think we should solve the food problem. It's not a food problem. We got plenty of food.
I
It's
saw
not a.
something.
The problem is childcare. We need to make it where we have facilities where if you want food stamps, okay, that's no problem. But when your child needs to get dropped off here for 3 to 4 hours a day for you to qualify for food stamps.
Now that makes sense because I seen a girl. She had got up there and she based. I mean, it's true in such a way because if she got 3 kids, right, and they want her to work for 20 hours a week, somebody got
She
to be able to
can't.
watch the kids. And if she ain't
Yeah.
close
Right.
to her family, or she ain't got the baby daddy, or she not married, who's gonna watch the kids while the
Right.
person got to go to work? So we do need child care facilities for them to be able to drop their kids off because child care, from my understanding, bro, like to watch a kid is expensive.
Yeah,
Expensive.
but
I'm
you talking
hearing
we talking about
between
food
like,
stamps is being
and
cut
if
off,
you
but
have,
child care is being cut off too.
Child care being cut off.
Yeah, all that gonna be cut off. Like, I mean, it just ain't food stamps.
See, I ain't hear nothing about no child care. I heard about food stamps, bro.
I mean, because that's what everybody talking about. What wasn't when the government shut down? It's a lot of stuff that people get from the government other than food stamps. I mean,
Oh,
you
you
got
talking about like they
Medicaid
get
and
like a voucher for
yeah, they
the
get a voucher for the
daycare?
kids. Yeah, it's a lot of shit finna go down if that don't open back up.
But that's why I'm telling y'all, because what they about to implement, this thing is like, you know how we kept hearing about New World Order? This thing is about to be one world government. And this is not, y'all don't even know, y'all ain't even heard about them digital IDs, bro. Because when them digital IDs come into play, they going to start monitoring. That's like when you go, I don't know when the last time y'all jumped on a plane, but you got to have like a little star on your ID. If you don't have on your license, it's like a little yellow star. If you don't have that star on your license, then you can't get on the plane. And then when you do get on the plane, you got to get in front of this like a little monitor where they take a picture of you, like before you get on the plane. And this is going to be implemented in all the countries. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
And then they got that digital ID. They got that social credit score. They got that UBI, Universal Basic Income, meaning it's like a government type program, but you get a certain amount for the year. You feel me?
Yeah, I hear you. But you know,
All of this stuff is a test, bro. These folks just testing us to see who gon' because really they really trying to get rid of some people, to be honest with you, dog.
I think it's just the rich people trying to stay rich.
What you mean?
I mean, that's what it's all about. Either you rich or you poor in this country, man.
Yeah,
You know
it ain't no more middle class.
I think the economy is changing
Right.
because of information, the internet, and stuff like that. And I think the rich people just trying to keep their money because they don't know nothing else to do. Like Trump never had a job before, really.
Right.
He's living off the money that he was born with.
Shit,
So what else he gonna do?
That man done quadrupled his money.
I know. I mean, that's what he know how to do. He don't know how to do nothing else. We can get out here and work and move our feet, get in these trucks and make money. But this guy, that's all he know how to do is grift. And he gonna do it to the day he die. He did the biggest grift I ever seen in my life.
You said he did what?
The biggest grift is being the president. I think he's the biggest con artist ever.
Why you say
So I
that?
have a question for you, fellas. Do you think rich people work for their money or their money works for them?
The money work for them.
Yeah.
So I have a question. If their money works for them, they don't have to do shit. They could just sit back and live life. Why do you think we bother them when they
What you
don't
mean
even have
we
to
bothering
interact
them?
with us for they don't even have to interact with the poor to necessarily care about the poor. Do you understand that
Nah,
aspect?
but who gonna keep them rich if the poor not working and the poor not
No,
Exactly.
no, no. Look, their
they
money
rich?
keeps them rich. Their money works for them. They're not working for their money. Their money
But the
compounds
Okay.
the interest.
paper,
They
fam.
got 5 million in the bank. They could just live off interest every year and live a 200, 300, $400,000 a year life.
How do money work, man?
Like you said, like it invests in itself. It's
How
sitting in
do
a bank,
money
sitting.
work? How do
Answer,
It's
money
a
answer the
work?
business.
question. Listen to
Period.
what listen to
You
what he
invest
asked
it in
you.
yourself. You
No,
build
no,
a
no, no.
business,
Listen to
Okay,
what
you
he
get the
asked you.
business, but what type of business? I
an
mean, what?
apartment business,
Okay,
any
apartment business.
hospital.
Okay, what got to be in the hospital? What makes the hospital run? What makes the apartment run?
Doctors,
No, okay. And after that,
nurses,
how do the doctor get their money?
the people get
Okay, so
sick
how
and
do the
come
people
to the
get their money?
doctor.
So how do the people get their money?
Insurance,
Hold on,
How
y'all.
do the
Y'all keep
people get their money?
they pay insurance.
How do people get the money to pay insurance?
They work.
Okay, then. So you got the people at the bottom that got to work, and you got the people that have the money. I mean, I'm not saying that there's nothing wrong with being rich, but when you have to keep people poor to be rich, there's something wrong with that. So if I never got sick, or
Well,
I
you don't have to.
never had to eat, or I never had to do anything, you would not be rich. So
No,
you
see,
got to
here's
keep
the
me
thing.
poor. You got to keep me down here to keep your money. That is not the way. I mean, it's not going to keep working. This capitalism is not going to keep working in this country, and that's what we got going on right now.
Every country practices capitalism.
Okay,
Every country people do things to gain monetary value to
okay,
buy
but you got
and sell
countries here that
things.
got free healthcare. Most all the countries got free healthcare now. We don't.
Want me to tell you why we won't ever get free healthcare?
Why?
Because
Why
of our,
not?
our border.
No, we ain't gonna get free healthcare because the insurance companies owned
No,
by
here's the thing.
big.
If we had
Go
a
ahead.
border wall and
What?
where we could separate citizens from non-citizens,
Okay, what the border wall got to do with that, Doc?
because we don't have a system where we could keep other people coming in to get our free healthcare.
Well, how they get free healthcare?
Uh, the
I
same
mean,
way
no, they
fraud,
don't.
scams,
No, they don't.
illegal
They don't.
immigration.
No, they don't get free healthcare.
In other countries, they're already getting free health care. We're the only ones that don't get free health care. What are you talking about?
I understand we don't get free healthcare because we can't afford free healthcare with other countries wanting to come here and get our freedoms.
What free healthcare should? I mean, when we saying
I
free
want free
healthcare,
healthcare.
listen
Look,
to what you just said.
this is how I look
Free.
at free healthcare.
You
I
can
look at,
afford. You don't
all
have to
right, we
afford the
put
free.
up a border wall. Everybody who's inside the border right now is an American citizen. If you're not, we're going to waive it. You got paperwork, you could work, you get benefits. But at this
Okay,
point,
bro.
you get what I'm saying? People who illegally come here, they might not get the benefits that they even deserve. They pay taxes and foods and things and monetary values of working, but they don't get the benefits of a retirement or anything of that nature. So they're losing in that aspect by not having paperwork within that themselves. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Mm-hmm.
say we make everybody who's already, we put the border wall, you're in here, great, you got a pass. You in here, we're gonna give you some paperwork, a social security number, green card, whatever you want to legally work here. You're here. You made it. Your ancestry could start right now here, whatever last name, Asia, because other people from other countries, even Asia, are coming from Mexico into America. You get what I'm saying? It's not just
Yep.
Mexicans. I'm not mad. It's everybody in South America and Asia and everybody who could find a way to get to that border. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm
Every
gonna tell you,
country,
I'm gonna
African, everything. So my point is, you put a border wall up. All right. Now everyone in here, now we gotta demand free health care for American citizens. Just American citizens. We're all American
see,
citizens.
that's the problem. You gotta look at this
So
too.
what
That's the
Canada? How
problem.
Canada doing? Go
That's
ahead.
the
Go ahead.
problem that they
No,
having now.
Canada already got free health care. We
Exactly.
don't
So
care about
what's the
Canada.
difference?
Like on a big, from my understanding, what I'm hearing is on a big operation, like even though Canada got free healthcare, they come to America to get that big operation done. They got the healthcare, but their healthcare ain't so good, bro, from what I heard.
Okay.
And
Well,
then hold on, and then real quick, what I want to add to that is people is that's the problem with this food stamp thing, for instance, because what they doing is they cutting off the giving the people the immigrants, the people that's coming over illegally, they trying not to give them health care. So that's why they doing all that detaining and all that stuff with ICE and all these different things that they doing, bro.
but how do illegal people get health care?
Man, they got a thing called, like
But
the
nigga,
same way
my brother
they
can't.
work, bro.
How they
It's
get?
the same way they work. It's like
All
I
right.
forgot
I have a question. Do we fingerprint when we give healthcare services?
Nah, you just
What
pay
health care service? Tell
fee,
me
bro.
how can
Going to the
a
hospital,
legal person get
giving
free
birth.
health care?
The same way they
Okay,
can buy a
yeah,
house.
give
Hey,
birth.
look, bro. Hey, look, D. The same way they can buy a
If
house.
I, as an American citizen, and my wife gives birth, we're paying a bill. You get what I'm
Okay,
saying?
okay,
Them as an illegal immigrant, they might give birth in
and
the
get a bill.
hospital. No, they might be using someone's false social security number, a cousin,
Oh,
aunt.
Nah, they
okay,
got a
They might
thing
be
okay.
passing
called
around someone's social
nah,
security
listen, bro.
number just to
Listen,
get the
All
listen,
right,
services.
listen.
You
all
get what I'm
right.
saying?
Now we going down a rabbit hole now. Okay, go ahead. I mean,
You get what I'm saying? That doesn't happen. And then they get a social security number for their child, who's now
Yeah,
100% American citizen.
yep.
100%. He's the one
Mm-hmm.
who does know bilingual, can speak American and English. He has even a greater business sense than the American young boy because his
I
daddy's
don't
been
see
a
nothing wrong with
laborer
that.
all his life and done taught him some skills.
I don't see
Taught
nothing
him
wrong
how to
with that.
make $1,000 a day instead of
That is good.
150.
That's good.
And I'm saying that's our competition in our
You
communities.
competition. You
We
worry
have the
about
cheapest,
competition.
and I'm gonna
I
give you
guess you need
another.
to stay on food stamps.
No, we got to get off food stamps. We got to put our
Well,
own
I mean,
people in
you talking about
positions to
competition,
win,
man.
on businesses, on
You
skilled
you
trade
scared to
labors.
have competition. You're afraid to have competition. Okay.
Hey, that
All right.
form that
Fam,
they use is
I'm
called
Korean, Japanese, and black, fams. I'm biracial myself. You know, my mom is an
All right,
immigrant. She
man.
got a green card. So
Well,
competition
that's
is not the
good.
problem. I'm saying we are behind because we don't have the men teaching our young boys
No, we are
how to pick up a
behind
hammer.
because you got
We teaching our
greedy
young boys how
people.
to pick up a gun. We
When
teaching
you
our
go to
boys how to break down a
when you go
sack.
to
We
that
ain't
store,
teaching our young boys how to be
nah, I ain't
business owners, how to be
all black people
entrepreneurs.
ain't doing that. All black people ain't like that. But
I
anyway,
understand that, but we got to look at the
you
numbers.
go in the grocery store and
50%
tell
of
me
our
how
young
much the
boys want
food
to be
is.
Hold on, you
athletes
can't
and drug
overtalk,
dealers.
man. B, let that man talk, fam. Oh, hold
I'm
on.
sorry, my bad. Go ahead.
Let my homegirl want to say something.
Yeah, let me. She
You
muted.
got to unmute yourself.
I'm driving, but listening to this at the same time. Black people are not behind. That's a stereotype, and when you feed into stereotypes, you believe the hype. That's what we need to stop doing. We're a lot more ahead than you really think, but there are a lot of things that actually hold black people back just for being black, just for being whatever race, really half of the time. But that's just the nature of the beast in the country that we live in. A lot of things are going to hold you back. But when you put in your mind as a black person, oh, I'm behind, that is a complete and utter falsehood. And people need to stop feeding into that. When you say those words out of your mouth and you put that in your mind, then that's what's going to happen. Stop manifesting that, first of all. It's too much negativity. You put yourself ahead. You don't worry about the next person that's doing whatever and da-da-da-da. That makes no sense. I'm never going to think that I'm behind anybody for any reason. I can only do that if I put myself in that situation. Nobody else is going to put me in a situation where I feel like I'm behind. So that right there to me is like a stereotype that needs to like be like deaded. That needs to go down. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's for
Okay,
all the
I
black.
agree.
That's
you
for
want
all
to
the
let me?
black
Can I
people.
give
The
you an example
stereotype.
of what I meant? I'm gonna give you an
Sure.
example of what I meant of us being behind. All right. What percent of black people own businesses in their communities? Less than 10%.
Okay, tell
Less
me
than
how many.
10%. So
Tell me the
this is
percentage of
okay.
white
With
people that
that,
own
let me
business
give
in
you an
their
example. Let
communities.
me just give an example.
Since you
That
know
one
all these, go
statistic
ahead, tell me.
is based off of how many people or entrepreneurs come from homes that are already business owners, and that number is 70%. People who already had an entrepreneur mind frame came from people who taught them this is how you make real money. This is I want to make $2,000 a day, not 200 a day. I could show you how to make 30,000 a month, not 3,000 a month.
But
I
I'm a
want to
be.
show you how to make 2 million a year, not make 2,000 a month on commission. And oh my God, I make $10,000 a month salary. Oh my God, I made 140,000 for the year. That is small money to a different type of entrepreneur mind frame type of background. Okay, that's one aspect of where we're behind. We don't have the business mind frame from inheritance. You get what I'm saying?
And that I'm gonna
Next,
be honest with you, fam. Like that's true. Like when I like me, I didn't know nothing about being a business owner. I had to learn how to become a business owner. You feel me? Because when I start asking
I
questions,
came from business. My family was business. My
that's
parents raised
you're
me.
lucky.
her
They had
family.
You're very
businesses.
lucky.
Her family
So,
is
My
business.
family came
uh,
from business too. We had general construction businesses, uh, in the aspect where I saw $100,000 checks every 3 months. I saw projects where it was $860,000 in this company. Out of that, made 200,000. This company made 40,000. This company made 5,000. All the employees made 3,600 a month. Uh, at the end of the time, oh shit, we made $62,000.
See, I
You get what I'm
came from
saying?
hard,
I done been through
bro, I
things
came
like
from hard
that.
work, bro. I seen people getting a
Yeah,
job
me too.
and going to work. I didn't come from business. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn how to become a business owner and how I learned how to do business. And when I first started doing music and I started raising my hand and started asking questions, and then I started going down the rabbit hole of looking into, damn, what's the CEO for? What's that? What does executive producer mean? What does this mean? And that's how I eventually transition into, oh, this is what a LLC does. This is what a S corp does. This is what a corporation is for. So now I'm at the phase now where it's like, okay, you need money to do this, even with the credit. Get your business credit. But then I also know that if you don't do what you need to do with the credit, then the credit could put you into a trap. So now I'm at the point now, okay, business ownership, stocks, real estate. So now I'm getting my stock game up. Now I'm learning about these different things. And like I
Okay,
said,
no,
bro, you come from
hey,
this.
let
I
me
ain't
let me
and
came from
continue
this.
why
well,
we're
no,
behind.
but
Let
Dre,
me
and
continue my
that's
argument.
why you're ahead of the game. But that's why you're ahead of the game, Dre, because you ask questions. Half of the people don't never want to ask questions. Everybody just sit back and follow one another, and they don't ask any questions. The best thing you can do, just because you didn't come from business, doesn't mean anything. You ask the questions that needed to be asked. Therefore, you already put yourself way ahead of the game. It's a lot of people just sitting back, oh, well, I can't do this. Oh, well. And instead of them actually asking the question, hey, well, what is this about? Hey, what is this about? What is that about? They sit back and they just follow the herd. Everybody
Fact.
Yeah,
has
you're right.
herd mentality. I don't give a damn what you are. You got that herd mentality and stop being the question. No question is ever a question. So all the questions that you just said that you asked, you put yourself ahead of the game already because you asked the question. So yes, you
Yeah,
are a business person, whether you came from it or not. You put yourself in that.
No,
You asked the
let me
question.
continue. Let me continue why I feel we're behind. Second reason we're behind because who we promote as our leaders. As the leaders of the youth, the people that they look up to are celebs. Am I lying? Celebrities and athletes.
That's true. That's true.
So when you're a celebrity,
I think
they're the
that's
ones
who
telling
you
they're the
might
ones
look up
telling
to.
your
I don't
son
know.
to have red hair. They're the ones telling your daughter to have pink hair. They're the ones telling your daughter to wear.
But that's media, bro. Hold on,
No,
bro.
no. Listen, now listen. Let me continue. They're the ones that have your daughter speaking in ebonics. They're the ones have your kids looking a fool in public. They're the ones that make your kids want to be robbers and killers. They're the
What?
ones who want to make your kids
It's a no, but
these
Maybe.
are exalted leaders
I
in our
grew up. I
community.
grew
No,
up
These
you
are the
listening
ones
to
who
NWA.
not a
I grew up listening
these are the ones on our
NWA, man.
TV
you
shows.
lead off
These
of
are the ones on our
you
radio
lead off of
shows.
a lot of stereotypes.
Yeah, you
I'm
running
saying.
Hold up,
stereotypes.
guy. You lead
Am
off
I
of a
lying?
lot of
NWA,
stereotypes.
when
I
I was
don't
5
know.
years
Am I
You
old.
lying?
lead off of a lot of stereotypes. You stereotype a lot. Yeah. Not everybody child running around here talking in ebonics. Like, what are you saying right now? Like, there are very intelligent black people out here in this world. Like, you lead off of a lot of stereotypes. I'm not sure what's happening here, but yeah, it's a lot of stereotypical things that you throwing out right now that's not true. You following the hype, and you really need to look back into your actual blackness or whatever it is that you got going, and you need to look into that because you missing out on some stuff. Because if you really think that people are out here talking about ebonics and having their kids, yes, there are some. There's some from every race.
Yes,
From every race, but it's not the majority. You making it sound like it's the majority. My kids went to school and made A's and B's and things like that and went to the military and did things. Like, they weren't running around here talking about ebonics and fighting at school and doing this and that. Nah, my son didn't wear pants down to his damn knees or anything like that. He preferred to wear a pair of pants that was up on his hip and possibly with a belt. You know what I'm saying? So, like, not everybody is in that category, and I feel like you spreading it to where it sounds like everybody is on it. Everybody black is just some ghetto ass person or something.
It is
like,
the majority.
That's
How
crazy.
would they know it's the majority? How would they know it's the majority?
Huh?
At least I see somebody in the comments saying it is the majority. How would they know that?
No, it is not a majority. It's the majority of what you put yourself around.
Yeah,
it's the majority of what you put yourself around. If you put yourself in a area where that's all the type of people that you see, then I guess that is your majority. But if you actually venturing out and you doing actual things and you put yourself in a different type of situation.
I done seen a lot of places. I done been out of country. I done dealt with a lot of different environments.
And that's all you see is ghetto black people speaking ebonics.
See, you're generalizing. I never said it in a whole. I'm just saying.
I'm asking a question because that's
what other race has to battle their own music like we have to battle our own music? What other race sexualizes all their women how we sexualize all our women? We don't even got love music no more. All they do is talk about sex and fucking, even in the R&B.
That's all they play on.
So tell me, what other race?
That's all we. Yeah, you're right.
Raps and promotes killing of their own people just because of the color of they rag, blue, just because of a location, just because of a verse, just because of a street. What other race does that? Let me know.
White people.
All the other races. What are you talking about?
I see white people.
Because it's not hyped up. It's not hyped up. That's why our situation is completely different because a lot of the things that supposedly black people are doing are hyped up. Like I said, there's no such thing as black on black crime because there's no such thing as white on white crime. You ever heard of white on white crime? No, it's just crime. So because our stuff is always hyped up, oh, this black on black crime. No, there's no such thing. There's no such thing. You got people out here fighting religious wars, killing each other, talking about because their God is this and their God is that. What kind of crime is that? That's not being hyped up the way that it should. But you worrying about what somebody colors is wearing and talking about, oh, black on black crime. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. That's what they hype up. That's what they feed you. That's what they want you to believe.
Yeah,
to put you behind. Because then that puts you behind. Like, come on. stop feeding into that. Stop feeding into
Alice,
that.
is it a thing? Are
It's a
young
thing
men
if you want it to be
are
a
young
thing.
men toting guns around here? Let me know. Is that a thing, or am I imagining
I
that?
carry a gun, but you don't know I got one unless you know what I'm
No, I'm
saying.
talking about our young men. Okay, I got a question. Who do you fear having that gun, Trust? No.
Say it again.
Who do you fear? Why you got that gun?
I mean, mine just for safety issues, bro. But I don't
I
carry like
understand that. Who do you
I don't
fear?
carry a
Keep it real.
gun.
Keep it. Let's talk real man. Who do you fear coming
I
up
have
on you
never
to
ran
take from
into a
you?
young black man pointing a gun at me. Never.
Yeah, I ain't ready. Well,
I
actually, I
don't
got
care
in
about
every
that
hood.
question, but who do you
I done
fear?
been in every hood.
Who do you fear?
I don't fear. I fear anybody that want to rob me and shoot me. What you talking about?
No, I'm saying I had that happen before being at the life that I was in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if
But
you're in that life,
what he-
you're gonna get it.
basically what he alluding to is like, let's say in my neighborhood, I don't live in that type of neighborhood, but 9 times out of 10, when people carry guns, it's for the people that look like them that's trying to rob them,
Okay,
break
that's
their
all.
house.
Thank you for a logical answer. Just keep it
Yeah,
real
I
with me.
mean, no, I'm trying to keep it real with
Keep it
you,
real.
man.
I
I am trying
understand the atmosphere we in our society where it's like the wild, wild west, where these
No,
young
it's
boys,
not.
15, 16-year-olds is carrying guns. And I'm like,
I mean, they do. I know
I
they
feel
do. But
sorry for these kids. I don't,
dog,
I'm not
dog,
saying,
dog, dog, calm down on this, man, please. I don't see all races do that. Why we have to concentrate on our black
Exactly.
guys? I mean, I'm not saying it's not right. I mean, yeah, I see it on TV, but I don't been in a lot of hoods, and I never seen nobody get shoot up. I mean, if you want some action, you're gonna get some action. I
Fact.
mean,
It's
it's
the
just,
energy that you putting out there.
yeah, it's everywhere. Like I can go to a white neighborhood and run through a white neighborhood and get shot, just like that dude,
because even like now, my
the
homeboy,
Marbury guy. You know what I'm saying?
he a truck driver, and he told me that in certain areas that he got to deliver to was like them sundown towns, for instance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
So what about those? What about them people?
bro, just in
What
case.
about them people? What about
Yeah,
them people? Why
Exactly.
we talking about them?
Like I said, it's not hyped up.
Yeah, it's not hyped up. It's not hyped up. And I'm not saying it's not. I mean, it's not a bad. I mean, it's a bad thing. It is a bad thing for our young boys to be out here carrying guns. I mean, but people kill where they live.
That's true. And it just
And
like
they rob where they live.
you only hear, and that's the media put a twist on. It's not a white on white crime or Asian on Asian crime or Chinese on Chinese crime. They don't broadcast
Exactly.
black on black crime. You feel me? That's something that the media put out there, dog, to make our people look bad. You feel me?
They have to have somebody to fear. They have to have somebody to fear, man.
Even with the food stamps, it's more whites on food stamps than blacks, bro. You feel me?
Exactly.
But the media got you thinking it's more black people.
It was a program created to help white people.
It was, yes.
It's a program to help white people.
Yes, it was. It started in the military.
It started with white people.
It's gonna be, and that's why I say it's a great thing when our people come up off of that. You know what I'm saying? And we get back to doing what we do for self. You feel me? When we get back on that, watch how America start moving.
Well, I'm paying taxes, and if I need food stamps, they need to get my goddamn food stamp.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
I mean, that's
right.
You know, if you make over $1,600 a month, you don't qualify.
I ain't never had food stamps, but I'm saying there's people out there that need food stamps, elderly, children. Now, if you're young and you just lazy, I understand that, but you can't come up on food stamps, though. I ain't never seen nobody come up on food stamps.
But they said I made over $1,600 a month, so I didn't qualify.
Yeah, and that's a person that don't work.
Right. And that is actually a very true statement. If you make over 1,600, you do not qualify for SNAP benefits. You do not. That is a very true factual statement.
And so I needed them. I was hungry. All the bills paid, no money. I needed some help for this month. No, we can't help you.
Why you ain't go to the local church? I mean, well, not the.
I mean, you just said you can live off $25. That's all you need.
This was when I was just a young man. Like I think I was like 22, 23, something like that. And it was like, let me, try to get a little assistance from the public. You get what I'm saying? From the
Yeah,
Right.
from the government. Never got it in my life. And I just found out if I made this amount of much money, I can't get them. I'm like, damn.
yeah, I know. I ain't never tried to get them, but I don't need them. But I'm saying there's people out there that do need them, and that's
And I
why
give
we
another
paying taxes
example.
for them people. You know what I'm saying? I
When I was
mean,
short on my
I want to
rent
see
one
nobody
time,
going hungry.
like all these programs, you think they're really trying to help. One time I was short on my rent and I tried to go to a church and I was like I was gonna pay them back and they didn't let that ride either. It's like it's weird. The
I
system
mean,
isn't built to, and this is what I learned from I think Charleston White said it. He was like, they want our system to be bad because that's how our system is funded through the government, by our crime rate, by our low test scores, by our uh what else? By our demographics, that's how they get funding, by how bad we're doing. It ain't how
Man, what?
good they're trying to change it to be better. It's how bad they're doing it and keeping us down.
They don't
That's
want
crazy.
nobody to do good.
They don't want us to be mindful of our community, build the value up. So if it came to the fact of selling or anything like that, we get the most value, or they don't tell us how to maintain our homes, how to change the roofs after 20, 25 years, how to maintain the grass and all that stuff. We lose the insight of our value comes through the community. They don't tell us how to build our own stores and maintain it without outside influence. All that shit is gone. Every way we know how to eat is through a fast food of a major chain. We walk out, we got to go to a major grocery store to eat their meat that they give us. What they put in it, I don't know. Where'd they get it from? I don't know. They just
Man,
telling
they
us
be
to eat.
putting. I'm starting to see. I seen this thing. The dude was. It was an apple. He was cutting an apple, and on the actual apple, the numbers was like I think it was 4164, and he was saying if it start with a 9, that's the fruit that you need to be getting because dude had like a knife, and he was just peeling off the actual wax that was on the actual apple, and you know what I'm saying. It's like we eating plastic or we eating. You know what I'm saying
Yeah,
with the stuff that
there's
we eat.
different grades of everything. There's like different grades of meat. Like you would think like, oh, that person is getting their meat from Walmart too. No, they're calling a butcher who has a real farm raised cows, that they're buying a whole cow, feeding their family for $1,000 or 1,500 or $2,000 for the whole year. And we
Correct.
spend more on meat just because we're getting it from Walmart and it ain't as healthy. It ain't the whole or half a cow. We're just getting pieces of the trimmings and shit like that or stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? We're not even uh inclined to know what we're putting in our bodies, like you said, wax coverings, dyes, what soils they grew it in. When you basically
Absolutely.
control what you and how you really want to live correctly, you basically will go against everything they give you. I always say be the 20%, not the 80%.
But then you gotta go back to what you said. If you can't afford to go to Trader Joe's or Whole Foods or you know what I'm saying to pay for the organic, you gotta eat.
See,
You basically forced
here's
to
the
eat
thing.
at a lower level.
Here's my thing. I believe we can afford to do it if you work together as families. Because I see people
Yeah,
with five
family.
hundred
They
dollar
got
look. I
this
see
thing
people with
though.
five hundred dollar grocery
They
bills
got
every
families
2 weeks.
divided right now.
Right. Look, I can see people with $500 grocery bills every 2 weeks. People who actually do pay for their own food and stuff like that. And I'm like, what if you and three or four other families got together, started buying a whole cow, dividended it up between the family? What if y'all actually get to the point where you want to buy a farm, raise your own cows, raise your own pigs, raise your own chickens? You get what I'm saying? Then you get to the point where now you can feed hundreds of people and just instead of feeding five families.
But we
Now you got a community of.
bro, as a community, it's on my uncle. He always
That's
used
what I'm
to,
saying. We don't teach community with amongst community.
but that's what I'm saying. They done
We
pulled
teach
us.
go to work. Go
To
to.
be honest with
We
you,
teach our
bro, check
kids.
this out. Check this out. Hey, check this out, fam. Check this out. They done the way they got the thing set up, like by us being in them fields, picking cotton and growing food, and they done made us as a community. And I'm speaking on black people. They made us really hate the land. You know what I'm saying? Hate to get out there and engage in the earth and grow our own food. Because really, that's really what it's supposed to be. We should have stayed in the land. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Growing
no.
the food.
I
Let,
mean,
let me break it
we
down to
don't
you, fam.
got caught up in the
We
capitalism
got caught
system,
up in
man.
part of
Everybody trying to make money.
say it
Everybody
again,
trying to make
Yeah,
man.
money.
it ain't
Everybody trying to
necessarily
make
hating
money.
land and things of that
They
nature.
making money off natural stuff now. I mean, you have to
Yeah,
buy
it's just
water.
not cool to be a
You know what I'm
farmer.
saying? Like, it's not cool
Yeah,
to be
but
a
being
farmer.
a farmer, if we control the food, we control everything. Cause we don't care about their car. Tell me if you got a food. I mean, if you got the food and he got a Ferrari or he got the $1 million, you telling me he ain't gonna be hungry enough to turn over that
No,
money to you so you can get that food? So he can get that
no. See,
food?
this is what people fail to realize. Okay, farming, you make amazing money if you gamble it and do it right, and the crop goes well. You make amazing money. Not $100,000 profit. You might make 800,000, $1 million profit, 2 million, all depending on how big your farm is.
Yeah, farmers
So
are
because when you
billionaires,
farm,
man.
you're farming to feed families. You're farming to feed a lot of other people, a lot of people. So my thing is, there's one farmer who's dedicated to doing that, but his kid, unless he grew up to be a farmer, doesn't want to take over. His kid is now rich. His kid knows the family got 60 million in the bank and all this other stuff. He wants to sell the farm and move to New York. Sell the farm to move it to LA. Sell the farm to be a content creator in Texas or some shit or Miami. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
They don't have people that want to take over these farms because they're already rich. Now it's the next family who wants to buy the farm from the bank or who wants to buy the farm from the owner and make their riches in their next 10, 20, next generation, 25 years. And so he can pass it down to his son and hope his son will want to be a farmer. But it ain't
Yeah,
cool to be a farmer if you're already
I
rich.
guess,
I'm gonna keep it
I
real.
guess, I guess you ain't seeing what's going on in this country now.
Oh, AI. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that to be a farmer, you don't need to have immigrants in that field. You can have AI robots picking apples and weed eating for you.
Like I said, I don't think you're seeing what's going on.
So what's your take on it, D?
Where do your eggs come from? Where do you think some of our eggs and some of our vegetables come from now?
Majority from farms,
What farm? From where?
uh, from like everywhere from the country, from little fields.
No, a lot of them come from overseas, though.
A decent percent, I would imagine. Decent percent comes from
Also,
Mexico.
We have
listen, hold
we
on.
have vegetables.
Listen, bro. You talking about our eggs and stuff? It don't
You know,
come from
a lot of our eggs come from overseas now.
why?
Like I told you, what we've been talking about, the rich trying to stay rich, and the farmers are not making. You know, all the trade stuff, all this stuff that Trump doing now. A lot of that stuff come from overseas because it's cheaper. The United States is going down, dog.
What you mean they're going down?
Like our money is not worth what it used to be. So people are
Money
trying
is
to be
free
greedy.
regardless. That's what people fail to realize. They
People
throw
trying
out
to be
numbers
greedy.
like, "Oh, we're 270 trillion in debt. That contract costs 300." It don't matter. How are you living every day? A millionaire is probably living the same as a trillionaire, happy every single day. The numbers thing is what people chase just because they're not happy. The numbers things are what confuse people about life. You can make a $40,000 person here could be happier than a person who makes 2 million. Literally, he could come home to
Okay,
a wife and kids
so
who run up to him
so
happy. The thing is,
so
people chase a dollar amount. It's chasing a
I
fantasy
remember
of
I
what happy
remember
is.
when I first moved out my house, when I first moved out my parents' house, and rent was $400.
Mhm.
I remember I was paying I think I was paying like $650 a month. for a
Yeah.
one
So how
bedroom.
much is rent now?
Around
How
600
much?
for that
How
one
much is rent
bedroom.
now?
Lovely.
So how much is rent now?
That's
About
inflation. You talking
1,200,
inflation numbers now,
1,300,
fam.
No.
1,400.
Okay. Well, how inflation work? Because of money, right? Our money, the way.
Tell the audience how inflation works, because these
Well,
inquiring minds want to know.
to me, inflation works on how much our money is really worth in this environment. Like I said, when I first moved out, rent was like $450. I
Right.
remember that. Now it's going up. It's not because we want it to. I mean, what I'm saying, like people want it to go up. I mean, you're not making enough money. Unemployment still at 750. But everything else is going up. That's what you call inflation.
What you mean? You said unemployment? What that 750?
No, I mean not unemployment. I'm talking about what you call it? Oh my God, my mind just. I'm thinking about something else. I'm talking about minimum wage. It's still
minimum
750.
wage. Oh, minimum wage is on. I thought it was $15 an hour.
No, it's 750. People pay $15 an hour because ain't nobody gonna work for no damn 750.
But see, that's why everything is going like with everybody doing social media, the gig economy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The jobs ain't been paying like it need to be.
Because the United States, America is not making anything now. We're a service. This is a service country now. We truck drivers. We deliver. We do gig jobs. We're not making anything. So
I have a question. What is the most valuablest thing to every human being?
Time.
Okay, if time is the most valuablest thing, what do you think saves people time in a city?
When you got, like you said,
where
like
you
when
are from an airport, where you are from a mall, where you are from a business meeting, so since time has become more valuable, since making money has become way more easier, that's why the value of living in the city is rising. That what it is inflation.
but it costs money to
Since
live in them cities, bro.
someone is willing to pay for something right now way more than what they were willing to pay back then. You get what I'm
no,
saying? That's what made it valuable. They probably, it says 1,400 for one bedroom, but they really probably could get 1,800, but 1,400 is the bare minimum. I really want that 18, and I'm also going to give you a free month, so you probably really going to pay 13. You get what I'm saying? So it's really what I could get for this space right now. I guarantee you,
For a one bedroom is how much?
probably for them high rise new apartments that they're building, 1,400, 1,500, 1,600 for one bedroom.
That's
Studios, 1,200,
man, you
1,300.
gotta think that's a lot of paper for you. You ain't gonna own that. You just paying rent every month.
No, this is what you're buying. You're buying time. You're buying for the chance to ride an Uber downtown for $5 and go get drunk at the bars, then ride an Uber back for $5. Instead of being 40 minutes outside the city limit where you could get an apartment for $900 or $800. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what you're buying when that's what a city has become valued, to save time, to buy atmosphere, to be in the mix. You're buying I'll give you an example. Some of those apartments downtown are so old, they look like pure shit in the inside. Pure crap. You be thinking like this building is amazing in the city, big downtown. You go in, it's old, 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 never been remodeled. And you're still gonna pay 2,500 a month to stay there in a 2-bedroom apartment. Old, old, old looking, no elevators, nothing. And you were like, wow, at least I could walk to club this, or I could go to the grocery store across the
I'm saying.
street. I could.
So
That's
you
what you're
saying
just
that's
buying
why?
time.
So you saying that's why everything is inflated now? Everything is so
Yes.
expensive because people want to live closer to the city.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, that's everywhere. I mean, I got family live in a rural area and paying a lot.
Uh,
I mean, yeah, you
Give
always
me an
gonna pay more
example.
in the city. Yeah.
Yeah, it's even like a house price is different.
Yeah,
Like
the house price is going up.
Atlanta, you could get a house, a shack, $140,000 that has been abandoned, 140,000. Then that same 140,000 could get you a 5 bedroom, double 2-story house in Oklahoma on an acre worth of land. It's all about vicinity of where the property is, what's around it that makes things valuable.
It's about greed,
Like,
man. It's about greed, and like I say, the United States will not profiting. I mean, we're not making anything anymore. This is a service economy.
It's the cost, and then the cost of living, like you said, the cost of living done went up. The price,
You know, everything is going
a
up.
lot of
It
people
don't matter
ain't
where you at.
becoming homeowners no more, man. The average house starting out
Yeah.
at like 300,000.
My kids got to live with me because they can't afford to get.
And what's their ages? What's their ages?
Well, my oldest daughter is 25, going on 26. I got a 22-year-old and a 19-year-old, well, 20-year-old son. And, rent is too expensive for them.
That's a lot of paper, man.
And if they want to buy a house, like I told my daughter, she needs to buy a house now, but it's $300,000 houses, man,
So how much they're gonna be paying? How much they're gonna be paying a month for a $3,000 house?
So you're looking at
$300,000 house. I meant to say
2,800
a month.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Yeah.
But that's why I say, like us as a black community,
that's with nothing down. Why the hell that's so high?
You said with nothing down.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
15 to 20% down. You gotta save up.
That's $60,000 you got to put it in.
Yeah, you gotta save up X amount of dollars to get the down payment together. Matter of fact, I'm gonna try
that's $60,000.
I need to get a realtor, a real estate person on here that deals with home ownership and these different programs that they have, because they do have a lot of programs. First time buyer, it just you might have to move. Follow this. Let's say you might work in Sandy Springs, but you might have to move damn near the Winder to buy a house.
Yeah, and Winder is getting big. Winder is getting.
You gotta probably move further out to actually buy your house, and then, like you said, we talking putting together the down payment. You gotta be able to. You gotta be. That's why I discuss mindset, because you gotta be in the mindset of saving money. Then, as you saving the money, you gotta be able to pay your bills on time, every month, like clockwork.
I have a question. Why do people always work to save for a house?
I mean, you can start a business to say you gotta be in the mindset of a business ownership. Everybody ain't business minded, bro.
No, let me tell you what Asian folks do. Asian folks first get their business, even if they gotta sleep in that motherfucker. They're gonna be in apartments and all this shit, but they're gonna generate that business first. Then when business,
your phone breaking up, fam.
Yeah.
But I see where he going with it. We got our community. Everybody not a business owner. Everybody not, bro. You gotta be dedicated to whatever that business is. You gotta engage into that, and you gotta run. Like if you working a job for 40 hours a week, just working a job. If you running your own business, you gotta work your business damn near 60 hours a week. You feel me?
Yeah. So why you think? I mean, I guess we're talking about black people. Why do you think black people ain't doing that?
Like me, man, even on my channel, bro. Once again, I'm gonna keep reiterating this. I talk about business mindset. Your mind gotta be right, bro, because you gotta be a certain type of person, a certain type of individual, and it's all about what you want, what you really want out of life. What is it that you're trying to do? Are you trying to build the wealth? Because that's why I started seeing. Because I made a on my video. I don't know if y'all saw the. I'm not trying to go all over the place, but I'm not sure if y'all saw that pastor when he was collecting $2,000 from the congregation, and then the damn lady come up there with her 1,200.
1,200.
Feel me? And the boy act like that wasn't good enough, dog. Like, bro, what's up with you, dog? You don't know what it took for that lady to put up that $1,200. You know what I'm saying? And you telling
Yep.
that lady this ain't good enough, dog?
It's so many different stories on that.
Man, I don't
That
give a
video.
hey, bro. I don't care, bro. That $1,200
He said-
right now, that's a lot of paper, dog.
I know, but he said that it was a line for different prices, but I don't
Prices
understand.
for what? What he doing in the where the money going, bro? What the money for? What was the money for? Can you explain that to me? Because I
He
want to
said
know.
for the church.
The church to do what? The church ain't.
I don't know. In
Come on,
Detroit,
dog.
man.
It gave
And
the
then
members,
Come on, dog. Nah,
it
bro.
gave the
No.
members the ability to shine
No.
in front of the other
Fuck
members
that,
that
man.
I got
hate church, but no,
$2,000.
man. That rubbed me the wrong way, dog.
That's what he
because
gave the
Yeah,
church
me
the
too.
ability to
like I said, he's saying it's for the church, but you telling me just follow me on this logic. 3 weeks out the month, just 3 weeks, all that money go to the church. On that fourth week, that's the money he can be investing into economics, building infrastructure.
we don't know what he investing in now, but you know, I see what you're saying.
Homeowners, business owners, how to
I
help
mean,
them.
we don't know
stop.
what that church is doing, so I ain't gonna go down that hole. But I understand what you're saying. That he shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, he could have pulled that lady to the side and say, "Okay, look, we got your money. Hey, Sister Sarah, hey, I'm gonna get with you. Hold on, before you leave, I need to holler at you. Don't do it in person in front of all them people. Then you wouldn't have went viral, dog, telling that lady that the 1,200 wasn't good enough. You know what I'm saying? Man, bro,
that was crazy, bro.
that shit.
That's why I hate to go to church.
Dog.
That's why I don't like going to church, man. These folks,
Say it
they
again.
do that. Yeah, these churches, man. That's what keeping people out of church these days.
But ain't that keeping the people, the economics? That you telling everybody you gonna go to heaven when you die. People want their heaven now, dog. Ain't
Exactly.
no. We want our heaven right now, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. We living now.
Yeah,
we don't know what's gonna be next.
Say it again.
We don't know what's gonna be next.
Exactly. But you got the church, even with the women, they telling the women you don't see them encouraging to go get there's some good men out here. You feel me? Or when you get with the man, you can work with them. If you see potential in a person and a person is trying, man, some of these women, it is some dudes that love their dirty draws that they can link with. You feel me? Somebody that's going to help them pay the bills, help them, you know what I'm saying? Because like we say, a lot of people is lack of information. And by us not being trained, a lot of people with the internet, they just not learning. So you got people that are shit on you, dog, because you don't know. Or you go to the church and they telling the women, oh, wait on the man. Lady, by the time you're going to be 60 and you still ain't going to have no man. It's going to be too late, dog.
Yeah, you're right.
And the church, they're keeping them coming back by telling them he going to show up. He ain't going to show up, bro, because the man that they need to be with, that's that plumber or that HVAC dude or that good guy that's willing to help you with your kids. And the one you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm.
It's the media, bro, the images that we see, the music that we hear. I mean, there's so many things that's keeping the people away from becoming business owners, becoming, you know what I'm saying, economically literate, financially literate. You see what I'm saying? Credit scores, consumerism. I need to drive this kind of car. I seen a dude, I mean, it's not going down to another topic, but you got people out here buying cars that they can't afford with a credit score in the low fours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Paying rent. You know, like, it don't make sense.
It's the image, man. It's the American way. This American dream everybody trying to chase for cheap.
What was the American dream, though? They told me the American dream was a house, a car with really 2 cars and a dog, man, and a white picket fence, bro. Now I'm being honest right now, fam. That what they told the American dream was.
Why did they have to tell you what your American dream was?
Say it again.
Why did they have to tell you what your dream was?
Because I never seen, only when I seen rich, man, we watching TV, dog. Lifestyles of the rich and famous. We might have seen Richie Rich, the little white dude with the little dog, Dollar. You know what I'm saying? We seen this stuff on TV. I didn't see this in person.
See, I'm going back in history. You know, I'm a history guy. You know what I'm saying? This
shit ain't funny. It's sad, bro.
I mean, it goes back. At one time before all this, you had to either buy your house cash or you don't get a house.
Listen.
So when they came out with the banks started giving out loans and the military get the GI Bill, and then get the
Yeah, you
loans
talking
and
about that
stuff like
VA
that.
loan and all that.
Yeah, but all that stuff start to come out, and people say, okay, well, I can work and I can pay for my house for 30 years and be able to own it. That's the American dream.
But remember,
A lot of countries,
in 2009 when all that stuff started crashing because they started giving them people them adjustable mortgage rates, and people that couldn't afford the houses, they were just putting people in the houses, so they came back, snatched the houses from the people. Now these people credit messed up. They can't, you know what I'm saying? They didn't bounce back. Now we're going through a phase where AI coming in, people not learning how to use the AI so it can be beneficial to them, but the AI taking over the jobs. You know what I'm saying? People ain't got no jobs. Everybody on social media. This is what we doing now. We podcasting and we just talking. Everybody just talking. But when I get off this thing, I got to go back to real life. You feel me?
Well, I told you, man. It's either rich or you poor here. We
understand that.
So the rich is trying to stay rich. They're doing whatever they can to stay rich, dog. And
what's your observation on them staying rich? Messing over the poor people?
Yeah, they're gonna have to. That's the only way you can stay rich.
No, because the poor people is the one that gotta be jumping them businesses and work them factories and work these service, doing
to make them rich. Yeah. They don't want to give you.
You gonna they don't want to give you that's down with you?
Well, that's the only way they're gonna stay up. That's why it's hard to get the health care. Yeah.
Oh wow.
And that's what the rich people do. That's how this economy is set up. Jobs don't want to give you good benefits no more because they trying to keep their pockets. They don't want a union.
So they don't care if basically what you're saying is the jobs don't care if the people get sick, the people need health care, dental work, they don't
the more poor people they have, the more people they have can work for them. You get sick, we're gonna bring another one in.
Facts. That makes
everybody making money, how they gonna benefit? If they give you enough money to start your own business, how what's the point of them? That's the way they think. They're gonna give you just enough to come back to work the next day. I heard about 80% of this country is living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, the average American ain't got $400 saved up.
Exactly. So that's something wrong with that, man.
There's something seriously wrong with it. But
you got one person. Now listen, one person. It's a trillionaire.
Right.
Dog, what can you do with $1 trillion? Think about that shit, man. I'm just really, this is just fucked up. You got billionaires out here, dog. Not just 1 billion. I can understand 1 billion. You got hundreds of billions of dollars. So what you think these guys finna do with this money, man? They're finna take over. That's not
their family. Keep
no, dog. They don't need that much money to transfer to your damn family. These guys finna take over. Elon Musk
what though?
Elon Musk bought his way into Trump cabinet, man. Just bought his way through
everything. This America, man. Everything for sale.
It was, and it's getting worse. The top 1% got more than the bottom 60%, man. All put together.
My uncle said you gotta buy the land. You buy the land, you grow the food.
Buy what land?
The land in America.
Man, shit, dog. You got J.D. Vance here. He's the vice president of the United States.
Right.
He's in a group that buying farms for farmers, putting farmers in debt so they can just take over. But see, we ain't talking about that. We talking about black boys shooting each other. We talking about these Mexicans coming over here because they ain't got shit. They come over here and work and pay taxes, and the only way they can get damn health care if they go to the emergency room. That's all we worry about. Right. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they come to get our health care. Yeah, the only way they can get it if something bad happened to them. And they come over here and get jobs, not taking jobs. I hate when people say, "Oh, they taking our jobs." How can you take a job? Somebody got to give you a job.
They're giving the people the job.
Exactly. They ain't taking my job.
Yeah, your job in transportation.
Yeah, I'm a truck driver. I'm just
That's
saying,
my
like,
job.
I'm just saying. So we'll talk
I
about
got
all
two,
this
I
stuff,
got
but the
two
real
of them.
big
Like,
thing
hey,
is,
like I told my people, I got 2 jobs, and to me, that still ain't enough.
it ain't gonna never be enough. It's gonna get worse and worse, dog. I make $100,000.
Right.
You know, I make $90-some thousand dollars, and
So that still ain't enough.
that ain't enough.
So what I've been seeing on the internet, since you want to discuss that, they saying it's your habits. You might have habits. Like you spending your money wrong.
I mean, maybe I can cut back on some of the stuff I do. Yeah, maybe I can. I'm
So
not saying
basically, that's what they saying about the America, like the our community, the black community. They saying we can actually invest into the stock market, and we can actually become homeowners, and we can actually start our businesses. But they saying that we have the type of habits. You got to get up. We got to get rid of these bad habits that's keeping us away from the so-called quote unquote American dream.
Okay. All right. Say okay. All right, man. But
I'm just telling you, man.
you got people out here working 40
I'm
hours.
not to go against
They got
what
people out
you
here.
I'm
You got
just telling
people out
you
here
what I'm
working.
saying, bro.
You got people out here working 40 hours a week, making $35,000, man.
That's poverty, bro.
That's poverty.
Correct.
These guys out here, they getting cars and selling the title. How you gonna come up from that?
Oh, what you mean? Oh, you saying pawn the title?
They got something called they got pun title loan companies out here.
But you can't, man. You don't get your car. Like I know somebody that did that, and this person, I ain't putting the person on blast, but the person had the car. The car she had just paid for the car. So instead of taking the car to, go get the maintenance on it, whatever was wrong with the car, fix on the car, get the car back up in tip-top shape, went and got a whole nother car note. Then when they got the other car note, doubled back and got a title loan on the car that was paid for.
Yeah, I ain't talking about nobody stupid. I'm talking about people. I'm talking about people that really need some money. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm hurting. I need some money. They got companies out here that will get your title and you get a loan for them and you got to pay that shit back. That's the type of trap they put us in. You know what I'm saying?
When you're desperate, you gotta look at this too. When people get desperate for money, man, there ain't no telling what they might do.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I understand that. But what you just said, that was crazy as fuck.
But I'm saying that person needed the money.
But you said they went and bought another guy.
That was a bad move. Yeah, I said that. That's what I told. I was like, yo, why is you, bro? What is you doing? But trying to look good. Oh, I want this kind of car. I need
exactly.
Mother told me, oh, that should be my life. Talking about, I think the Atlanta Housewives or something. I should be living like that. I'm like, bro, you got to put in work to live this type of lifestyle. You feel me? And then what we seeing on TV, look at we didn't get into it, but when we was talking about the food stamp, did you see the boy? The singer got money and he's sitting up there crying. He on EBT like, bro, FedEx. Like I said, bro, FedEx and UPS hiring, dog. You can go get you a job. The music game ain't working you right now.
If you on EBT, just like Homeboy said, you ain't making no money.
Who?
Like your boy just said, the only way you can get food stamps, you got to make less than $1,600 a month.
The dude that pulled out his food stamp card.
I know that. What I'm trying to tell you. So that means he ain't got no job. He ain't trying to do nothing.
But he can go get a job if you a man. Bro, you go shovel shit.
Exactly.
Brother, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. He could have got a job. But them type of people, I ain't worried about.
I ain't worried about. Be honest with you, I ain't worried about nobody. We just having a conversation right now because at this stage in the game, just like what you just said, and look at what I backed you up with. Oh man, I ain't worried about nobody. That's how the black community is. Oh man, you better get yours like I got mine. Shit, I ain't messing with them niggas over there. I got to get my gun. These niggas gonna try to rob me. You see what I'm saying? We've been programmed. It's social engineering, fam. They programmed us to think this way, fam.
Well, I think food stamp is stuff for the people that need it, you know.
But it's a lot of people. Kids. Bro, them people don't need no food stamp. They need to get up and go work too now. Come on.
You're gonna have some bad apples, yeah.
Yeah,
What
but the
I'm
bad
saying,
apples is the one. Then they say one bad apple spoiled the bunch.
dog, you can't come up off no damn food stamps. It ain't hurting nobody.
They might not want to come up, fam. They might just like
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So it's not really
complacency, dog.
a big thing to be doing, trying to
It's a
damn
word
scam the
called
government for
complacency,
food
dog.
stamps.
Say it again.
It ain't no big thing to be trying to scam for food stamps. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about the people that really need it. You know what I'm saying? You got elderly people, you got kids that didn't ask to be here. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
And their parents are very irresponsible, but
yeah, they irresponsible, like you said, man. We want to
that's
start.
the kids though.
What I want to start by seeing husband and a wife. You feel me? You get somebody, y'all need to go over there. Y'all make it work. Go to counseling, do what y'all need to do, but y'all need to make it work. With all this baby mama, baby daddy, child support. Oh man, enough is enough of this. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we talk about church and all that stuff like that.
Yeah, but all of that stuff is when you start going back to the root of the problem, dog. Like we've been socially engineered to think the way we think, to move how we move, the economy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, that stuff like that is morals. It comes to how you're raised. It's morals. If you want to be in the family, to have a family, you got to be
integrity, bro. Like I said, with this
that's
internet,
what I'm saying.
like,
so now
I'm trying to go viral and see if I can get a check out this thing, man. So
that's what I'm saying. So there ain't no morals in the game no more. So you ain't gonna have too many good husband and wife. They're gonna get married and get a divorce because they don't have no morals, no standards. And a lot of people went to church for that.
For the morals and
integrity. That's how they got it. So now is that people is not going to church much, and I see why they don't, but we got to find something else to replace that, to teach these people to have morals. I mean, I don't knock the church, I don't knock religion, but I'm saying, it's people starting to find out that, certain things ain't true, and they're not going to places like that anymore.
Right.
People just living freely. I be who I want to be with. They're looking at Instagram. That's their God now. That's their church. Instagram and all that. And it's really messing up the country. And now other countries seeing us doing this shit.
Shit, one of them.
And they're taking advantage of it.
One of them countries, I'm trying to think who that was. They banned social media. They don't even want it over there no more.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it. I can see why. But it's a good thing and a bad thing.
Yeah, like I said, when you're using social media to grow your business and to reach people that you couldn't reach before, hey man, that's a plus. But when you on here with this gender war, the girls get up there, I don't need no man, and you can't do this for me, I don't need you. The boys get up there, the men get up there, they down talking to them baby mamas. I'm about to get my passport. It's just too much.
Yeah, man. It's a lot. A lot of people doing it. They starting those podcasts and stuff to make money, but they're spreading evil stuff.
Exactly.
And a lot of them just doing it because they know it's gonna get views. And but getting views is a consequence.
Facts.
So that's how Charlie Kirk died.
Right.
Because he out there spreading all this crazy stuff. And, I don't even want to talk about that, but I'm just saying,
Exactly. You can't even say what you want. That's why I said the freedom of speech about to be in jeopardy in a minute, too. They working on that. Because remember when people was coming out and speaking and then they was calling the job, the vice president came and said, if anybody's speaking against such and such, such and such, call their job. And they were calling them for a job, getting them people fired, man.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot of stuff.
Freedom of speech is under attack too, fam. So it's a lot.
Yeah. Our civil rights.
What's about to happen? Like we got a whole list of stuff that we're gonna discuss in the next up and coming weeks. So what we're gonna do is behind the scenes, we're gonna get together and we're gonna start formatting these discussions and we're gonna get these topics together and we're gonna start talking about what we need to talk about. And if anybody that's watching this live right now, if y'all want to get on here and come up and speak and be involved in the dialogue and be involved in the conversation, y'all hit me on the DM. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, the door is open for everybody to, you know what I'm saying, come through and speak your opinion on how you feel, the state of the economy, the state of your life, what you want to learn. We over here, we gonna learn. We doing edutainment over here. We're not trying to entertain. We're not trying to impose on nobody. We just want to be exposed to some new information, the type of information that could better our families and better our lives. So the door is gonna be open for y'all. And I appreciate my guests for coming up. Them boys, they say they want to be a part of it. They're gonna come back and they want to educate and they want to learn and they want to put their discussions on the panel. So we about to wrap this thing up because I'm finna get ready to go to the gym. We gave y'all 2 hours and a couple minutes of information and talking points. We ain't gonna sit around talking, but what we really want to do is we want to come with a solution. So anything y'all boys want to say before we get up out of here? Because we about to get up out of here.
No, man. I mean, I'm cool.
Where can they find anybody? You got your social media handle? Can they? You want to?
Not at this time. Not at this time. I ain't got everything set up the way I want.
People want to find out who behind the screen. You dig?
Yeah, I hear you.
Easy Life. B, what's good? B, you got anything to say?
A name or a life outside of being an AI.
B. I don't know where he at. He probably done about to get him up out of here. So hey, look. Yeah, D, I appreciate you for coming out, man. We're gonna continue this dialogue, fam.
Okay, man. I'll let you.
All right, so y'all hit me on the DM if y'all want to be a part of the show. All right, y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, jump in the comment section, share the video. It's your boy Trust No. I'm out.